Hello and welcome to our dark and spooky and delicious time together, where it may be hard to see, but that's fine, because it is. And we're going to have a nice little time together with our pumpkin and Brook and me, where we eat blueberry crisp with homemade whipped cream, and we do our roleplay thing, and it'll be a nice time. And if you like it, cool, and if you don't, you can just go away. Sound good? Concise? Clear?
Yeah.
My blueberries aren't warm. Were yours?
No.
I guess reheating on broil doesn't work very well.
No, I guess not.
Oh well.
Were they in the bowls?
Yeah.
I imagine the bowls absorb a lot of the heat.
Yeah. I was gonna put it in the air fryer, but the bowls were too big for the air fryer.
Mm.
So then whatever, it's fine. So, my name is
Delilah.
Delilah.
The one that we come up with.
I always forget for some reason. Yeah. I'm Delilah. And I'm a witch. And it's my first year at this school, which we don't know the name of yet.
I've written down the Obsidian Spires, but I don't know if I like that.
The Obsidian Spires?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's a little dark.
Yeah, maybe.
I like spires, though.
Spires are cool.
Maybe a less scary word, spires. The glassy spires. The I don't know. If you have a good idea for a name for a school that is very steadily located, is it like around the volcano? Is that right?
It's in a volcano, is what I said.
In the volcano. It's
That's
in an inactive volcano. Yeah. If you can think of a good name for a school that doesn't seem to... Was ostentatious the word that you used?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem too ostentatious? That'd be cool. I haven't been able to think of a name for some reason. Hey, bud. Feel like will you come here?
Trying to remember the word that D&D uses to say that you can use dexterity instead of strength. I think it's precise. Unfortunately for me, that doesn't really work with what I've been doing. So,
yeah, go ahead.
Did you have something to say?
No, it's okay.
I think the biggest thing that I'm thinking now that needs to change, and what I've prepared, is that I just don't think it makes sense for each spell to be a different move. So,
Okay.
I'm just working on that a little bit.
Could it be like, kind of like the houses have their point system? Maybe there are like 4 groups of different kinds of spells, and you have a certain amount of like points in each spell group, and you each like day or session, you have a certain amount in each section that you can use. What do you think of that idea?
I think that the spells will just be like effects, and I'm thinking that there's going to be two like categories of spell, or a certain number of categories of spell that will call for different stat lines, as it makes sense to apply to each spell. So that like some spells are easier to cast for some people versus others.
Okay.
And then they'll just be a structured magic spell, or structured magic move that uses different stats based on what kind of spell it is, and then the effect will be, the like roll will be then like how much of an effect, how much of your like desired effect you get. And we'll have some kind of thing where like you can only cast spells of your power level.
Okay.
And that maybe we can take special moves that will give you spells above your power level.
Unrelated question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try the gnome thing again?
You want to get past the gnome thing, huh? Okay.
I'm ready. I've had a good night's sleep. I'm
All right.
ready.
It's attempt 3. Do you remember talking? I just want it to be fresh in your mind as you're walking
The
up to it.
bells.
You remember what the girl said?
The bells.
About the bells. Yes.
Do we need to describe
push
this?
spell and a sparkler spell.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we'll just say that both spells make you do presence and intuition, so you get +1 to your push and your very cute.
Mm-hmm.
To your push into your sparkler spells.
Do I need to write that somewhere?
Maybe. That sheet isn't super useful right now. It just has your name and your stats and the
It
map.
says push.
Yeah, but that's not the right information anymore.
Well, so +1 push.
Yeah.
And +1 what?
Sparkler. Your sparkler.
+1 sparkler. Okay. Bug, you can have this now. You're so cute in your arms like that. Come here, little girl.
So, we really haven't explained anything, but so Becca has tried several times to
Twice.
beat this room, and she hasn't made it yet. And it was meant to be like, it's like a end of the first week, like little like quiz, or not really a quiz, like
It's like Ender's Game.
it's not like Ender's Game, I hope. It's more like a camp thing where like at the end of the week everybody does the activity and the winner gets some kind of dumb candy prize.
Mm-hmm.
And so but because it is meant to be like part of like some kind of training, the way that it works is that there is a huge book outside the main gathering room and right before the stairs. Mm-hmm. And you walk up to it and you lay your hand on it and it takes you into like a little world that is magically created, and so they can yank you out at a predetermined point, and you can be in real danger without having real danger.
So it's a simulated space.
Yeah.
Where so it's not real, but you if you've seen a Log Horizon, it's like
space.
that. It's a training space, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like Log Horizon without the scary bits.
Right.
And magic instead of technology.
But so I have a push spell, so I can and it'll give someone a little push. And I have a sparkler spell. And if I touch, can you do that far? Wow, you jumped pretty far. Oh. Sorry, distracted. Sparkler, if I touch you with it, I could burn you, but also it's a light. That's pretty much it, right? Yeah. And then I can make up stuff too.
But it's essentially, that one is kind of, it's very like weak effects.
Yeah. Put that there. I'm gonna grab the dice. Okay. Let's go.
So this is a room. It has a, let's say they're bookshelves this time. It's essentially like a library. Let's say even it is a library. Okay. That's kind of fun. It's a library, but with not huge shelves, like maybe 4 foot, or even smaller than that. They're 3 foot tall shelves, and so we can see over them. And one of the things that we can see over these 3 foot tall shelves is the tip of a little red hat. And we know what this is. There is a garden gnome patrolling the halls, and these shelves are laid out in a grid. So there are 3 rows and 3 columns of them, and they go all the way to the wall. So in between these 3 rows and 3 columns, there are 2 hallways going to the end of the room, and then there are 2 more hallways that are perpendicular to them across the room. And at the end of the perpendicular hallways, there are bells placed above the shelves. So at all times you can see all 4 of these bells, and the task is just to get to the other end of the room. And last week, a girl,
Sally,
whose name,
Susie, Simone,
I don't know, some nameless girl told Delilah about how if you could use the bells and the push spell to get the gnome's attention and use that as an opportunity to get past them. Mm-hmm. Gnomes are quick. They have little sharp teeth.
Yeah, you gotta envision Shmebulock from Gravity Falls.
Yeah. And maybe at some point there will be cooperation between gnomes, but gnomes are they're kind of specifically put in as a very low threat opponent. But however, it is a little challenging because basically if you get tagged by the gnome, then you're out.
And the gnome is faster than you.
Yes, it's like a little rabbit, faster than you.
Alright, let's do this thing.
So you enter through a little stairway and a landing, and then a little stairway that goes down to the level of these bookshelves. What do you do?
Do I see the gnome?
Yes, he is just leaving the door on the other end of the room. The door that you were trying to get to. And so he is making his way towards the hallway on the left.
He's making his way this way?
Yes. He's coming like this.
He's coming down this way. Okay. So I'm going to sneak up here, and I'm like against the wall, spy mode, with my wand.
And
between my fingers. And I like look over, like spy mode, and I see the bell.
I mean, you can see all 4 of the bells.
From that spot?
From everywhere in the room.
Oh.
Yes,
in that case, I'm sorry, I missed it. In that case, I'm gonna use my push spell to ring the bell closest to me on the left.
Okay, can you roll presence and will, which is 1 for you. You have 1 will and
But it's a push spell, so do presence. I get +1?
Yep, you get to roll 1 dice.
Or 1 dice, and then that's +1.
That's +1.
Gotcha. 2.
So you blast some books off a shelf that's pretty much in front of you, and the little gnome hears you and starts making its way towards you.
I think what do I do?
And it's making its way to the hall that you are in right now.
Okay, so I think I sprint back, and I'm going to try and make my way over to the other hall.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and do the push spell again.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna use it on this one here on the back right.
Okay.
6.
Now this is a 5.
5 plus 1.
I'm very sorry. The way that this one works means you get to roll 1 die. Not that you get the die and then +1.
I already knew I only had to use 1 die. That's probably not true. Last time I was struggling with that, wasn't I? It's fine. Okay, 5.
Okay, so you hit a bell, and it is the bell that is, like, unfortunately, maybe, it is the bell that is the closest to where the gnome is right now. And so you can see that goes, oh, and it runs over to where the bell that just rang was.
Which is where?
And it is the one on the far right. And you're on the left side of the room right now.
Okay.
And so you can see the hat is kind of like looking at the bell and like trying to figure out like, oh, that was weird. The bell went off. I don't know what happened. And
so he's over by the bell looking at it?
Yep.
He's examining it. I think while he's going over there, I try and sprint through the hallway.
Okay. Yeah. So you are running, and he turns around and sees you, and because you're running quickly, right, and you're making a break for it. So make me an agility roll, and this one, I think you will get a +1 to your roll. You roll your dice, and then you'll get a +1. A 6, and
+1.
You make it handily. He's running at you, and just as you make it to the door, you see him turning the corner around the bookshelf behind you. You are a good distance ahead, and when you run through the door, you feel the room kind of like whoosh around you, and you are back in front of the book.
Yay!
You made it!
Third time's the charm. What is my superior gift winner reward?
Your
reward.
superior gift.
No. What is my reward? That's the word I was looking for. Do I have a reward for accomplishing this difficult task?
Let's see. What could the reward be? I mean, I haven't really. Again, like this is like very beginnings of. What would a good reward be? Maybe you can help me figure that out.
Maybe you could have some like Weasley kind of esque thing.
A Weasley kind of esque thing. That's a good idea.
A nosebleed nougat or.
Do you have some favorite Weasley items?
I mean, I like their fireworks. That's fun. Puking pesties. I mean, that could be handy when trying to get out of classes. I would not want to do that one. Why would you want to make yourself throw up? I don't know. I feel like I'll have to look up a list and see.
Should we?
Sure. Let's look up a list and see. Look at little Bug. Just so you guys know, Bug is a foster kitty, so you could adopt him. And you can't see him right now, but he's so cute. He's like a little loaf of bread. And he's learning how to snuggle. And it's very good of him. Let's see. Dong Bong.
Is this just...
Weasley's Wildfire Whiz-Bangs.
I don't know if all these are in the book, but
Boxing telescope.
Apparently.
Do you remember the boxing telescope?
No, what's that one?
You remember, I'm pretty sure in book 5, Hermione like picks it up and gets a black eye, and nothing that they put on it makes it go away until that's when they go and visit their store for the first time, and then they give her something to make it the purple go away. That was kind of a funny one. So like just like certain objects being like a punching you essentially. Oh, here comes Bug. He can find the courage to make the jump. Jinx off.
What do you think that does?
Gets rid of a jinx, I'm assuming. The sticky trainers.
You can click on it.
Spell protection kit. It cost 4 galleons, 16 sickles, and 25 knots. It was discontinued for a time, but due to popular demand, it was brought back.
I don't understand what it's supposed to do exactly. It's supposed to... It just says it's supposed to protect you.
Because remember... I'm trying to remember... Yeah, because this was one of their most popular items, because when Voldemort returned, they made like a hat. No, was that it? It was what they had in the back of their store. They were excited to show it to Harry, and they were making a ton of money off of it because the Ministry was buying all of their hats. It was like it protected them from. Was it jinxes? Feels like that can't be right. I don't remember. Cupid crystals. Heartbreak teardrops. Kissing concoction. Flirting fancies. Pygmy puffs. Bombastic bombs. A black-haired boy inside the Weasley twin shop was especially fond of this product. What?
I like bombastic bubble blasts more.
Yeah, bombastic bubble blasts. Diabolic daredevils. You know poo. Why are you worrying about... Oh yeah, remember this sign was in their window. Why are you worrying about you-know-who? You should be worrying about you-know-poo, the constipation sensation that's gripping the nation. So good. Mrs. Weasley was less than impressed with the slogan, fearing that her sons would be murdered in their beds for mocking the Dark Lord. Ron Weasley, however, found the name to be brilliant. Anywho, should we move on?
Yeah. Let's,
So do I get to pick one of these? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you can pick one. Though I kind of feel like really the categories are like different level fireworks. Dung bombs.
What about this electric shock shake?
What is that?
I believe when you do a handshake, it electrocutes the person you're shaking. Maybe it just gives them an electric shock. An electric shock.
Sure. You can have a shock glove.
Alright. So, I now have a electric shock. It's a glove, though. Is that what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
Glove. So that I can wear and then electrocute people with. How do you draw electricness? Okay. So, okay, I'm done with this. Now what happens? I've accomplished my goal. I get my reward.
Well, what kind of things do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'm so pumped. Gosh, I don't know. I suppose maybe I should explore the school a bit. Or do I have a class coming up? Are there any classes coming up? Is it the weekend?
I think the main thing is that like I don't really want to role play classes.
Yeah.
I think that the classes are gonna be like downtime actions that like, or like downtime actions like in between sessions. Like you can say that like you're going to like focus on a class,
so I can level up.
Yeah.
There's Bug's face for you to enjoy. Half of his face. His ears. So cute. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Can I say that I focused on, like, pretend that before I started this session, I focused on, McGonagall's class. What was that?
Transfiguration.
Transfiguration.
Yeah, one of the things we need to figure out is exactly then what does that mean? What do you get for that?
Maybe.
And we can have definitely like that can mean like add a spell to your list.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have a ton of spells to add yet.
Maybe I can turn. This is maybe lame because it's not really transfiguration, but like maybe I can shrink things or like do like the enlargio spell. I think that's what it is.
And like you do in D&D, you mean? Is it true?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yes.
I think that's a little advanced.
It's too advanced. Okay.
Yeah. Right
Sorry,
now you can push and you sparkle.
Okay, let me think. Do I have a pet?
We haven't talked about that.
I should probably have a pet, right?
Yeah.
I am a witch after all. I would like it to be a cat named Maxwell. A little chunky one. A chunky baby.
The only idea for an item that I've really had so far is for a ghost summon coin that you you channel a little bit of magic to, and it summons one of the Hogwarts ghosts.
That's a fun idea.
Help you out in some way, and so you can either have an advisor coin or a defender coin or an attacker coin or maybe we'll get more specific. But some ghosts know things, some ghosts can fight, some ghosts help you find things that that kind of thing.
Okay.
But I think they will only work in Hogwarts.
So I'd be traveling to Hogwarts?
Whatever our school's name is.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, I think, let's maybe not worry about what I learned yet. Transfiguration.
Yeah.
I think what I do is I decide to go explore the school a bit. So maybe, I don't know, do you have any visuals you can describe to me of what it is like to walk through the school?
Not really. I would have to prepare some kind of descriptions for that.
Well, maybe.
I think though that I will say that, just having us sit down about this is I feel like I'm making good progress.
That's
on
great.
Stuff.
No, I don't need. It's okay.
Yeah. This is very unfinished.
Yeah, I know.
Not really ready to.
Maybe.
Why don't we work on the spell list?
The spell list.
Maybe that's something that would be kind of fun.
Okay,
for us to work on together.
Sparkler push. Wingardium Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
We're gonna maybe do.
Expecto Patronum. No! Run now!
Gross.
Do you want Snape to get that stone or not? Harry, I know it's you that must go on. I'm not quite getting it right. Not me, not Hermione, you! So good.
It really made an impact on you.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny. The people of the internet are making so many different renditions of it, and whoever made the video of the people dancing are making more videos. So I watched one today where I'm trying to remember what scene it was, but it's Hagrid. Oh yeah, it's when Hagrid comes to get Harry, and so Dudley's in it, and he's doing it's dancing on the ground. I don't know how to describe it. It's very silly. The internet is a funny place.
It is a funny place.
Little bug, are you gonna go sleepy? I've been giving him his medicine, and I feel like he's not sneezing as much.
Yeah?
Do you feel like that too?
I don't know if we would see that effect that quickly,
Oh.
to be honest.
I just don't feel like I've heard him sneeze at all. He looks so sleepy. It's must keep eyes open.
That was really cute.
Oh, there he is, big stretchy. Hey, little buggy boo. So you should adopt Bug because he's so cute. And he's really good with other kitties. So if you have older or younger kitties or whatever, he's like probably 6 months old now. Still a kitten, you know. But not like a kitten. Oh, he's so cute. He's like, I want to lay down by you, but I don't. Oh, but Bug, no one can see you there. Oh, but it's so cute. Oh. Oh, sorry, I'm not helping.
It's okay. You're supposed to be thinking of spells.
Okay. But not necessarily spells from...
No, they can be from Harry Potter. Yeah, the list has Wingardium Leviosa, Expelliarmus, and Expecto Patronum.
What about Bombardium?
What is that?
It's just a bomb. Explosion.
What year do you think that should be?
Probably 3? Is it Bombardium? Is that how you say it? I don't remember.
Is it Bombardo?
Bombardo, maybe. There's Alohomora. That'd be a fun one. That could be year 1. Learning how to unlock things. There's
one of the things that's been fun about the book that I'm reading right now is it specifies that Alohomora is something that's not in the normal curriculum, and that Hermione learned it from an out-of-print textbook from the 50s.
Oh, wow.
And that's a nice detail, I think, because it implies that Dumbledore didn't lock the door to the room he didn't just leave it to be able to be unlocked by a first year. So, also, it has a fun thing. Now I'm just talking about this book I'm reading.
Colbrook likes to read. Well, period. But he's been reading some like fan fiction of Harry Potter, and there's been some good ones and some not good ones that have been really fun.
Yeah, that's true too.
There's this really horrible one where Ron and Hermione are into each other. Sorry, Harry and Hermione are into each other, and there's this one part where Harry calls Hermione his beloved, and it's icky. Oh, the story of that one was fun, but the writing was uber bad.
Pretty bad.
Anyway, spells. Colbrook, I can't think of any spells.
It's okay.
Should I make some up?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you didn't want to use Axio.
I don't know. Axio's okay. I'm just gonna limit it to things you can see.
Right. Okay. How about things to do? I mean, like, there are all sorts of fun ones, like, that make you dance, or sing, or, like, what's the one that Snape came up with that makes you hang upside down? That's a good one. Are there potions? Potions can be a part of this, like being able to collect items.
I want that to be a part of it. Maybe that needs to be its own like section separate from spells.
Yeah, I kind of wonder. Could spend a whole day hunting for different items for a recipe for a potion.
And one of the reasons I want potions to be a part of it is that, like, I think it'd be exciting if there were a possibility of, like, collecting potions as rewards for stuff. You know?
Like liquid luck. You could just add 2 to each of my rolls for the day. +2, +3. Finite. What does that do again?
Ends a spell, I believe.
Makes sense.
Okay, I think I need to be done now.
Great, I was just thinking the same thing. Okay, bye. Wave goodbye. Say goodbye. Goodbye.